So inshallah we're going to start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we'll do inshallah 3 ayats of Surah Al-Baqarah today, ayat number 97, 98 and 99. All these 3 ayats are about Bani Israel, Jews. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning something here which Jews believe which is not correct. So we'll do a simple translation first. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Qul, say, O Prophet of Allah, say, Man kana aduwan, who is the enemy li Jibrila, to Jibreel alayhi salam, fa innahu nazzalahu, so indeed he has sent down, or he has brought down, Jibreel alayhi salam has brought down, ala qalbika, upon your heart, which means the Quran was revealed upon the heart of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Jibreel alayhi salam brought it down bi-idhnillah, by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ayat is mentioning the status of the angel Jibreel, that he has such a high status that he was given the responsibility of bringing the Quran to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you, Bani Israel, call him as your enemy. Okay? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that musaddiqal lima, it testifies, it confirms, the Quran which is coming to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam confirms or testifies baina yadayhi, the one that was before it, which is Torah and Injil, wa hudan, and this is a guidance, wa bushra, and it is a good tiding, a good news, lil mu'minin, for those who believe, who are the believers. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Man kana, whoever is aduwwal lillahi, enemy to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa malaikatihi, and his angels, wa rusulihi, and his messengers, wa Jibrila, and to Jibreel, wa Mikala, and to Mikael or Michael. Fa inna Allah, then indeed Allah, aduwwul lil kafirin, is the enemy to those who disbelieve. Okay? And then third ayat continues, وَلَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, indeed we have sent down, ilayka, to you, and addresses Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that we have sent down to you, ayatim bayyinat, the verses which are manifest, which are very clear, the verses of the Quran which are very manifest, very clear. Wama yakfuru, and do not deny biha, it, illal fasiqun, except those who are disobedient. So these are the 3 verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. So inshallah try to understand these. So the ayat starts with Qul. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing here to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Quran, and Qul is a command. Okay. Qul means say. Okay. So it starts with, say, O Prophet of Allah, Man kana aduwan. So man means whoever. Okay. And kana is from the root letters kaf, wa, nun, which means to be, and kaf, you put a fatha on each of them, that becomes the past tense, he was, and this waw changes into an alif because it's a weak letter with a fatha. So kana means he was. Or you can say he has been. Okay? So man means whoever, and kana means has been, or who has been. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking the Bani Israel through Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say, Man kana, whoever has been or is. So who ever was or is, it's same thing here in this case. So whoever is or whoever has been aduwan. So aduwan starts with the root letters ain, dal and waw. This means to show animosity. Okay? And the noun from this one is aduwun with two dhammas. Aduwun means enemy. Aduwun means enemy. Now this word is coming after kana. So kana is the grammar or that changes into the state of nasab, which means two dhammas become two fathas. Okay? Meaning still is enemy. And whenever you put two fathas, you put an extra alif. So this word will become, the way it is in the Quran, aduwan. It will be pronounced as aduwan because kana is changing the two dhammas to two fathas. State of rafa to state of nasab. So say who is the enemy or whoever is the enemy, and then the next word is after that is li Jibrila. So li is separate and Jibrila is the name of angel Gabriel. So li here would mean who, to, enemy to Jibril. To, and in English called Gabriel. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is instructing Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to say, O Prophet, say who is or who has been an enemy to angel Gabriel.
So it would not put a kasra on Jibreel.
No, this is the name which doesn't decline.
Okay.
Yeah. Then, after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِنَّهُ نَزَّلَهُ. So let's look at those words. So the first one is fa, inna, and hu, made of three parts. Okay. Fa means so or then, inna means surely or indeed, and hu means him. So, فَإِنَّهُ means so surely him or he. Okay? And here he is pointing to Jibreel alayhi salam. Okay? So indeed he. Okay? And then after that the word is Nazzalahu. Okay? So Nazzalahu is from these letters. Nazala in Bab Fa'ala. And in Bab Fa'ala, where you put a shadda on the middle letter, this will become Nazzala. Nazzala means to bring down in stages. Nazzala means to bring something down in stages. Tanzil. Quran came down in stages, not all at the same time, but piece by piece came down in 23 years. So that is Nazzala, which means Jibreel alayhi salam brought this Quran to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in different stages over a period of time. That is what Nazzala. Nazzala means he brought down. Okay. And who means it in this case, and it is Quran here. Okay. So nazzalahu means he brought it down, means he brought down the Quran. So Jibreel alayhi salam revealed to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the Quran, okay, or he brought down the Quran. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning here the status of Jibreel alayhi salam, that he is the one who has definitely indeed has brought down the Quran, or has revealed the Quran, or he has conveyed the Quran. Okay. Ala qalbika. Okay. So ala means upon, okay, and the word is qalbun. Qalbun means heart, and ka means you, okay, and you here is Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when you combine qalbun and ka, this will become qalbuka. Okay? Qalbuka. Qalbuka means your heart. Okay? When you combine a noun and pronoun like this, then one dhamma goes away, and the meaning becomes your heart. And here, your is pointing to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? And Allah is a harf jar. Harf jar will change this qalbu to qalbi. Okay? So this dhamma will change to a kasra. That's what the word is. Qalbika, upon your heart. So indeed, he is surely brought down and revealed this Quran upon your heart, because ayat is addressing in the beginning to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Jibreel is the one who has brought the Quran and revealed and upon your heart. Ala qalbika, upon your heart. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala further clarifies one thing here, which is very important. Next two words, bi'idhnillah. Okay? So the root letters are alif, dal, and noon, and this means to permit. Adhana is to permit. Iznun is the noun from this. Iznun means permission. Iznun means permission. Okay? And when you have another noun here, which is Allah, Allahu. Okay? These are two nouns. And if you want to combine these, you put an off in between. Permission of Allah. Permission of Allah. And what we do in Arabic when we combine these two, on the first noun, we remove one dhamma, and second noun we change to kasra. So the word now becomes idhnullahi. Okay? So the word now is idhnullahi. which means permission of Allah. Okay. Now, if you put be in the beginning, which may have been by, okay, or with, and B is a harf jar, so this will change this dhamma to a kasra. So it will become bi'idhnillahi, okay, by the permission of Allah. Okay, and that's what the word is in the Quran. So Jibreel alayhi salam just did not bring on his own, but he brought the Quran to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam by the permission from Allah. Okay, or by the permission of Allah. By the permission of Allah. So it's not a Quran that an angel transferred to Prophet ﷺ on his own, but it happened by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, so this is about the Quran. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that what is one of the qualities or characteristics of this Quran, which is musaddiqal lima. So let's look at those words. So the next word starts with this Sad, Dal and Qaf. Okay. Sadaqa. And this is Bab Fa'ala. And this means to speak truth. To say truth. Okay. In Bab Fa'ala, this becomes Saddaqa. Put a shadda on the middle letter. Saddaqa means to testify, to confirm. Okay, so that's the difference here. Okay. Saddaqa is something that confirms something, that testifies something. Okay. And the word musaddiqun is from this word. Musaddiqun means something which testifies. Maf'ul. So musaddiqun that which testifies. So this is coming as a maf'ul, so this will be musaddiqan with the two fathas. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the Quran came down by the permission of Allah, something which testifies. Quran is the one which is testifying. Okay? It testifies. Then the word is lima. Okay? Lima means that which or whatever. Lima here would mean that which. Okay? Or of that. One of the meaning can be of that. It testifies of that. Then the word after that is Baina Yadayhi. Okay. Now Baina Yadayhi, Bain means between. Okay. Bain means between. Yadai means two hands. and he means it. It's baina yadayhi means in between the two hands. What does it mean? Ahead of it, before it. Something which is in your between two hands, it is before you, it's not behind you. Okay? So baina yadayhi is translated as before it.
It's meaning
He means it, yadai means two hands, between two hands, or before it. So it testifies, Quran testifies of that which is before it. What is before the Quran? Torah and Injil. So Quran does not say that these books were not revealed by Allah. It confirms that those were the true books of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which were revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before the Quran. Okay? So this is one of the characteristics of the Quran, that it does not reject the old books, but actually it confirms, it testifies that yes, those books were the guidance for the people, and Quran is confirming that. Okay? So baina yadayhi means before it. And so this is one of the characteristics of the Quran, that it testifies. The second one is that wahudan. Hudan means guidance, and it is guidance. Wa means and hudan means guidance. And guidance. So that's another characteristic of the Quran, that whoever follows the Quran, it guides him. Okay? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning one more characteristic of the Quran, which is Bushra. Bushra is from these three letters, Ba, Sheen, and Ra, and this means to give good news. And Bushra is actually the news, good news. Bushra means good news, or good, glad tidings. Glad tidings or good news. And the next word is very clear. Li, and the word is al-mu'minin. Okay, actually the word is, let's look at the breakdown of the word. So the word starts with alif, mim, and noon. Okay, amana, babe fa'ala, and babe af'ala is amana. Put another extra alif, so it becomes two alifs. This means to believe. Okay. And this mu'min is the word from that. Mu'min or mu'minun means believer. So this wow is a chair, it's just Hamza is sitting on it, so don't pronounce wow. Mu'minun, its plural is mu'minun. Mu'minuna, believers. Okay? And when you put al before that, it becomes the believers. Al-mu'minuna means the believers. The believers means those who believe. Okay? And if you put li before that. Li means for,
The believer.
so it becomes for the believers. Okay? Li is a harf jar. What harf jar does?
Change the side.
It changes a dhamma to a kasra. But here the dhamma is wow. So this dhamma will change into a
Yeah.
ya. This is a plural. Okay? So the word will become, do not pronounce this alif, lil mu'minina, for the believers. Okay? So that's how this word is created from here. So this is a glad tidings for the believers. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning about the Quran that it has been brought down surely by Jibreel alayhi salam to your heart, and it confirms, it's by the permission of Allah, and it confirms what was before, and it is a guidance and a good news for those who believe.